Evening, good afternoon to everybody out there in YouTube land. A special hello to all of you that are catching the replay. I'm sorry you couldn't make it. There's always a next week. There's always more opportunities to be here on the channel during the live sale. I certainly appreciate you checking out the replay today. And a huge thank you and hello to everybody out there that is able to join me in today's live sale. I greatly appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to spend a little of it here with me. I get to have the pleasure of being your background noise, your lunch companion today while you're at work. It is a great pleasure. And thank you so much for that privilege. And of course, to all of you that are here in the chat, maybe you are here to be in community and fellowship with other vintage and antique enthusiasts and collectors. I am so privileged to be able to provide this space for that today. A little bit of escapism in this crazy world that we live in. And of course, for all of you out there that might be interested in purchasing a few things, trust and believe today we've got some things for you. Yes, we do. So without further ado, let's go ahead and make it super official. I'm going to highlight some comments, the hellos that I can see out there in the chat. And the first one that I am able to highlight is none other than Miss Lisa Shields. How are you doing today, Miss Lisa? Thank you, as always, for being here. We've got Miss Deborah. Good afternoon. Happy hump day to you, Miss Deborah. Hope you're having a good day. Y'all staying warm out there. It's 42 degrees here in Ohio. Karen McGurdy, how are you doing today? Thank you so much. Appreciate it, Karen. I hope not to disappoint today. We've got none other than Miss Ruth the Bee is in the chat saying hello to everybody. Look at the shield icon she's got going on. Now, y'all know we're going to circle back to Miss Ruthie B here in just a moment. Ruthie, oh my gosh, right? It's November 1st, y'all. Thanksgiving is what, 22 days away? Can you believe it? 22 days, 3 weeks away, and it'll be Thanksgiving. And then 4 weeks after that, it's going to be Christmas. It's the most wonderful. Okay. This thermos keeps the coffee hot. Woof, Lordy. Hello, Shireen. How are you doing today? Thank you for being here today. Miss Deborah is making the transition from Halloween to Thanksgiving. Get it, Miss Deborah? She is proactive. Whoa, Michael, calm down on the scrolling. Hello, Colleen. Good afternoon. Always a pleasure to see you here. We've got Miss Barbara is in the chat with us again today. Hello, Barbara. Hope you are having a good day. I know Kim is out there staying warm in Arizona in that dry heat. Angela, good afternoon, lady. Thank you so much for sending me that email. She didn't give up and she sent it out again. Hello, Miss Susan. How are you today? Thank you, as always, for being here. We've got Jules is up in the chat. Love the lighting, Jules. Get it. That is definitely worthy of an avatar. Happy de la Muertos. Day of the Dead. Get it. Well, it's going, Esther. How are you doing today? Like I said, it's definitely a cold day out there. It is windy, though the sun is shining blessedly. So there's always something to be appreciative of. Miss Creechner, I know it's Poppy. How are you doing today, Poppy? Thank you for being here. Miss Stephanie, good afternoon, lady. Hope that you are having a good day today. Miss Joan, hello. How are you doing? Always a pleasure to have you here, Joan. Joe is with us again. Hello, Joe. Hope you are having a good day. And we've got none other than no whammy, no whammy, except for this Pammy Whammy right here. How are you doing today, Miss Pamela? Always a pleasure. We've got hello, Miss Janet. How are you doing today? Thanks for being here. Miss Gutierrez, good afternoon. How are you doing today? Sleep and be whoop whoop. It's party. That's right. How you doing, B? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us here today. Oh, Deborah, she's wrapped up in a blanket. That's right. Grab your hot cocoa, get your coffee, get your tea, Get your mimosa, your soda, whatever it does or whatever does it for you. Grab it up, get it. All right, we got it's always the small things. In London, Miss Cheryl, I bet it is. Ooh, wait, London, Ohio? London, Ohio? Are you in like Pip Pip Cheerio? That was probably incredibly offensive. What do they call that? Stereotypical, rude. Hello, Deborah. How are you doing today? Thank you for being here. Rebecca T is with us in the chat. Meow, meow. How are you doing today, Amy? I hope you're having a good day. We got Steve is with us. Good afternoon, Steve. Thank you for being here. Let's see who else we got. Miss Judy. Oh, Miss Joan. Hello, double hello to you. Judy, how are you doing today? Somewhere over the rainbow. That's right. We got Miss Deb's Fine is with us again today. Thank you for being here, Miss Deb and Judy. Working and watching. Get it? Working and watching. I appreciate it. Dusty, she's dusting off the dust. Sandra W. How are you doing today? Thank you for being here. London, UK. Pip, pip, cheerio, cheerio. So definitely having your tea. It's just Marianne. Marianne is warm in Texas too, I bet. Though I know it can get cold. Okay, okay, Carvers. Just rub it in. 79 in San Diego today. Studio. How are you doing today? Thank you for being here. Sorry I'm looking cross-eyed because I have to look over here to see the chat. So I think I'm all caught up in the chat. Sorry if, of course, I did miss you. I certainly appreciate you being here. And if you're out there lurking, and you're feeling a little shy, a little hesitant as to whether or not you want to say hello, I encourage you to do so. There are some fantastic people out there in the chat, in the community, and they're definitely going to make you feel right at home. If you're just not feeling it yet, respect. Take your time, maybe one day, hopefully soon. You say hello to us. Let us know that you're here in the community. We appreciate you. All right, let's do it. We got a sale. It is a smaller sale, but I think that we've got some absolutely beautiful pieces today. There are a couple of pieces I'm going to struggle to let go of, but we're committed and we're going to do it. Of course, we do have some surprise items that have not been shown anywhere, and I've decided to go ahead and put those in throughout the sale. We've got vintage, we've got antiques in today's sale. There is a contemporary, leaning contemporary slash vintage. I think you could argue vintage is technically contemporary, at least for me. Um, so yeah, we're gonna do that. Everything is going to be offer up today. We have one choice, so we'll do that. We do have some a pottery. We've got a book, lots of glass, of course, today, some utilitarian pieces, but everything, there's a color vibe going on. There's a color story in today's sale, and it's all about the fall, y'all. It's prime time for this. Though we think a lot of the pieces, especially our reds, can transition over into Christmas, but beautiful earth tones that, of course, can be used throughout the year. So I'm really excited about today's sale. Um, Everything is offer up. Speaking of the offer ups, we do have our official bid ender. Yes, we do. It is the one, it is the only. It is Miss Ruthie B. It is going to be, of course, our official bid ender. A round of applause for Miss Ruthie, who is continuously taking time out of her day every week to be here on the sale and to truly help me out by making it that much more easy. Joan, yes, we had snow here today or yesterday too. There she is, Miss Bunny Bid and round of applause for Miss Ruthie B. Now look, I bears repeating, it bears repeating. Miss Ruthie has got some fast internet. She does. She has fast internet. Not only does she have fast internet, but she got real fast fingers on top of it. So I encourage you to get your bids in, your just in cases, if you choose to use them, because Sister Friend is not playing around. Okay. Now, with our countdown, I am going to be honoring just in cases the two things that I ask when using the just in case is that one, you've been an active bidder up until that point. I think it makes it the most fair so everybody kind of knows who the players are. And of course, definitely hold on to the just in case until you hear the countdown. That way you're not showing your hand too soon. As always with the just in case, you're not obligated, you're not committed. You do not have to use a just in case if you do not want to. Just know that I am going to be honoring them. Okay. Um, Now, if you are new here, hey Beth, how are you doing today? Hello, Matthew. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for everybody rolling in. I appreciate you. Oh, it's Mr. Hello, friend. How are you doing today? Um, if you are new here, if it's been a while since you have been to the sale, thank you for checking it out and welcome back. If you would like to make a purchase today, please make sure to send me out that contact information. It is simply Rachel. It is The.Cult.Of.Vintage at yahoo.com. It is, of course, in the banner that you're going to see pop up throughout the sale. It's the pinned comment that you see at the top of the chat. It's the blue rectangle that you see. Is it still blue? Yeah. The blue rectangle you see up there. And last but not least, it is of course in the description of the video. The information that I'm going to need is your real name, if it's different than your YouTube username, your full shipping address, and most importantly is going to be your zip code so that I can get you the calculated discounted shipping. Hello, Karen. How are you doing today? And of course, the email address that you use for PayPal. Now, if you do not have a PayPal, you can still make a purchase. Send the same email, same contact information, just indicate that you would like a guest link, and I will send you a link that will let you check out through PayPal, but you don't have to sign up for an account. You can use any credit or debit card that you would like, and the added bonus to doing it that way is that you still get your buyer's protection and I still get my seller's protection. Hello, Miss Donna. How are you doing today? Appreciate you being here. So I think that's really about it. So let's get even further into Stephanie made a purchase from Vamp this morning. Stephanie, thank you for reminding me. Don't forget to check out Vamp, which is simply virtual antique marketplace.com. That link is also in the description of the video. Both Misty and I now, for a limited time, for your first time purchase. So if you're a new member, if you've not yet made a purchase, you can enter in our codes at checkout and you will receive $10 off your first purchase. Okay. It has to be at least $10. Shipping and tax are not included. Okay. But you will get $10 off your purchase. My code is simply COV10. COV10. If you want to use Misty's code, you are welcome to do that. It is simply Misty10. Okay. You don't have to spend it on our items. It is your first purchase off, whether it's my item, Misty's items, another Vamp seller's item. It's yours to use as you wish. Okay. No strings attached to it. But keep in mind, it is a limited time offer. Okay. For all of you out there that have been members and have made your purchases, don't worry. We've got something coming up that you will be able to utilize and get a credit on. That is coming soon, but we, of course, will announce that for everybody. So we didn't forget everybody that's been with us from day one. Don't you worry. It is coming up for you, okay? All right. Well, thank you, Susan. How are you doing today? Okay, let's do it. First item off. It is a great platform, and you get free money. Free money. We cannot make it. I can't give you a better incentive to shop over on Vamp outside of the thousands, literally the thousands of vintage and antique items that are offered from 108 sellers. Stop. Okay. Free money. Free money. Let's start off our first item. Oops, fail. Hello, Jenny. How are you doing today? Good afternoon to you. Right on time. We're starting with our first item. We're going to start it off at $15 if anybody is interested. Now, what better piece of colored glass to go with your fall decor, or of course, bohemian, is amber glass. That's right. We have got here for you This is an Anchor Hawking amber glass candy dish, okay? There are no chips, there are no cracks to it. It is a prime mid-century mold, of course, but I think that it blends beautifully into a contemporary home. You are standing at 7 inches tall, and of course, that's from base to the top of the finial, 7 inches tall, and you have a diameter on the candy dish at 6 inches. Okay. Again, Anchor Hawking amber glass candy dish, no chips, no cracks. Look at that beauty. Love it. Now she does have like her star bottom down here. All right. Whether you choose to fill it with candy, I still think that you can eat your candy corn and your pumpkins because it's still fall. You can go to like the Walmart and get 50% off of your Halloween candy. If you didn't know that, that's true. It started today, 50% off. So you can still put candy in here, right? Maybe you got candy left over from trick or treaters and you want to do something bougie with it. You can put it in here, right? You sure can. Or you don't have to put anything in here. You could put an LED candle in here and use it as a beautiful candle light. Maybe you want to put the fairy lights in there again, set a little ambiance, put everybody in a mood. Hey, Anne, how are you doing? There we go, 3,387 items to choose from. Stop it. All right, so again, Anchor Hawking Amber Candy Dish. Let me get you a little bit closer detail here on the bowl, the dish itself. Okay. Kind of like an oval geometric. My volume is very low. Is it? Can you hear me now? And on the top here, that pattern is repeated. I think the pattern shows a little bit better up here on the lid. And of course, a beautiful point on that, right? No chips, no cracks, classic fall bohemian with milk glass and brass. This amber, it really will shine for you. Thank you everyone for your bids. I greatly appreciate it. We got Miss Joan D in it at $20, and I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown. So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. Yeah, I agree. Using this as like a light, whether it's fairy lamps, whether it is a what do you call it? What did I say? Like an LED votive, right? Non-traditional, this would be beautiful. And like I said, it would set a beautiful mood. The amber glass, especially like the amber glass fairy lamps, it's such a warm, welcoming, romantic mood. Hey Molly T, how you doing? There is our tiger bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Miss Barbara came in with a bid of 22. Appreciate you, lady. Miss Joan D came in with that just in case of 25. So at $23, Miss Joan D. It is coming to you, lady. Congratulations and thank you. And we will get yesterday and today's stuff in one box for you. Let me set this back here as you can look up my nose. All right. This next piece is awesome. Okay. So I've had the rare privilege of having new Martinsville Viking glass on but a few times. So of course we know of Viking. It is like one of the kings of one of the royalty of mid-century glass. Okay, prior to them being known just as Viking, they were New Martinsville out of Virginia. Okay, so they were producing glass and then they went from very like they did a lot of pressed glass as New Martinsville, and then as obviously the taste changed, New Martinsville really began to do some more traditional mid-century pieces, and I've got one of those for you. This is definitely a harder to get color. Okay, it is it is New Martinsville Viking in the evergreen glass. Okay, we're going to start it off at $25 if anybody is interested. There are no chips, there are no cracks to it. It is the evergreen. Look at that color. It is New Martinsville Evergreen kind of like a free form dish here on it. Again, no chips, no cracks. And BT Dubs, when I found this piece, it totally, it's like, it's that evergreen, kind of like that mossy or colonial green, though a little bit lighter. Um, I found it in full like artificial light. Okay. So to me, seeing it on my phone and the computer, it's reading very true to how I found it. However, when you get this piece into shadow, you actually are like, does that glow? Yes, as a matter of fact, this piece does glow. Now, listen, I've got a whole bunch of light hitting me right now, and my, yep, I think I just killed it. Oh, I don't, oh, well, maybe, yeah, actually, I do get it to glow. So, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The new Martinsville, the Evergreen, this piece does in fact contain quite a bit of uranium in it. So strong that even with my artificial light, my almost dead UV light, and the window facing me, we are still getting a glow on this piece. So if you are a fan of your UV light collection, this piece definitely is going to be a welcome addition. It's certainly much different than what you would traditionally see for uranium glass. Obviously, it's more green, jewel toned, emerald green, or your Vaseline. So that was a welcome surprise. Like I said, seeing it, I know I didn't expect it either, Dusty. It wasn't until I had brought it home and I was kind of like sorting things and it caught in shadow. And it had like I could see it. Like the shadow to it was like a uranium green to it, but boom, look at that. Like I said, this sad light is about on its last legs and we're still getting a glow out of it. Like really cool. It was a fun thing to see. Now that said, Get It Miss Deb is in it at 25. No chips, no cracks, gorgeous mid-century glass without it glowing, if you don't have a UV light, this is one of my most favorite colors. I find this color to be very soothing, very calming. And when we contrast it maybe with later Viking glass, you know, avocado, you can see that there is a huge difference in the colors on those. So the Viking glass, most people are used to versus earlier Viking New Martinsville. So huge, huge pleasure. Though I will say it's very traditional. The bottom, they've maintained kind of like that indentation, right? So the measurement on it, you are at 4 3/4 inches, 4 3/4 inches high, and 9.5 inches long. 9.5 inches long. This is a gorgeous color to decorate with year round. Lynn, girl, you want to hold on to you just in case until you hear the countdown. Devin's at 20, at 30. Deb, I see you at 27. But Lynn, hold on to you just in case, girl. Wait till you hear the countdown. That's where you're going to throw it in. Gorgeous color to decorate with year round, in my opinion. Or again, if you have that UV light collection, you can certainly get it to light up. Let's do the countdown now. So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. This thing had glitter in it like nobody's business. I was like, what is going on? They were having a party with it. I love it. There you go, Lynn. You got your 40 in. Ooh, Lynn, you had good timing too, girl. There's our froggy bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. A puppy update. They are upstairs. I've tried to have them down here in the office. It gets a little chaotic, truth be told. It's not a huge space, and they like to run around and play. Um, so they are doing very well, though. Louis is getting long. Gracie's pretty, she's staying pretty small. All right. Miss Joan, holding it down at 30. Miss Lynn, coming in with that just in case of 40 at 31. It is going to Miss Lynn DeThample. Is that, am I pronouncing it the last name correctly, Lynn? Lynn DeThample at $31. That was an excellent deal. Congratulations, Lynn. Get it, get it. Thank you, everyone. And thank you again, Miss Ruthie. Now, Miss Lynn, you are new to me. and I certainly appreciate you being here. So, Miss Lynn, I am going to ask you if you could, before the end of the sale today, send me out that contact information right here to The.Cult.Of.Vintage at yahoo.com. I will, as we've done in the past, take a quick pause. We'll pull one of these. You don't see me, technically you still do. You'll hear me, and that will allow me to check the emails, okay? That way we know we're all good to go there. Sip of coffee, and then we're going to go to our next item, which is a three-piece set. Yes, it is. Mhm. Man, that thing does its job. Woo! Oh, you bought from me last month? Okay, Lynn, thank you. Like, duh. No shame. All right, let's do it. We're going to start our three-piece set off at $35. Yes, we are. You're, of course, going to get all three. Now, this is, I think you can use this for display. You can use them for risers. You can use them for their intended purpose. It is the Pyrex. This is a three-piece Pyrex mixing bowl set, and it is called the Fall Sunset. Look at these colors. Ooh, I love these colors. Do you see that? Very good condition, okay? So you're getting a three-piece Pyrex mixing bowl set. Look at that exterior color on that one. They're very much like in skin tones, in my opinion, but they're calling it the Fall Sunset Mixing Bowl set. Now, this one is our lightest, like a peachy for just 35. Yes, Judy, we're starting it at just $35. Now, the paint has been purple, no, purple purple pea. How you doing? I know, I'd never seen these. Like a lot of time, these are like the primary mixing bowl set, you know. The color has been baked on to the exterior, and then you just have an unfinished clear. So you get like that exterior color, and then it shows a little bit differently here on the interior. Now, this one is the Pyrex. Why aren't you giving me the size? It says oven, microwave. No, wait. Let me read it this way. For oven and microwave, no stovetop or broiler. This is, I'm assuming, 1 liter, 1L. Okay. That's the one you're going to get, that one. You're going to get the medium one. Look at that shade. Now there is a black mark right here. I did not take I did not take a magic sponge to these. I don't think you're supposed to take a magic sponge to these. I know there's a way to get these off. I do not know that specific method. So we do want to indicate that there is this black mark on this particular one. Hey Jane, how are you doing? So no chips or cracks on any of the glass. There's no gouging, no, like they've not been through the dishwasher, so the colors on the exterior are still nice and vibrant. Though we do have that black mark right here. Okay, this one, I got to read it from this side, is the 5 liter. So you're going to get the 5 liter also. Look at that. This is pretty close. Well, not as close to my skin tone. And then we're going to get the big Mama Jamma. And this one is, I have to look at it this way. This is the no, wait, 2.5. Well, this can't be 5. Oh, this is 1.5 liter. My bad. 1.5 liter on the medium and 2.5 liters on the big one. I love this. So, do you want to flip them over and do like I did in the preview images? I use them as risers. Why not? You can totally serve with these. Imagine these on your Thanksgiving table. I mean, stop. Look at those colors, y'all. Beautiful, natural, autumnal, earth tones. If you love, this is kind of like your vibe throughout the course of the year, like do it up. But you are getting all three of the Pyrex mixing bowls, the Fall Sunset. This is what it's called. We've got Miss Deb Fines is at 38. Oh, no, Purple Pea is at 40. Thank you. So we've got 2.5 liters on our large. We've got 1.5 liter on our medium. And then what was this one again? This is the 1 liter. So we're going up in, oh, from 1 to 1.5 to 2.5. So you're going to get all 3 gorgeous coloring, keeping in mind that the 1.5 liter does have that black mark on it, but otherwise, I mean, the bowls are in excellent, excellent condition. Agreed, perfect for Thanksgiving, but I would use these year round. There's your condition issue, okay? That black scuff mark. All right, thank you all so much for the bids. Let's go ahead and do the countdown. So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. I love these 3 colors. And this is the complete set, by the way. Those colors displayed together. Oh, I think that is stunning. Love this. Oh, there is our sunflower bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Appreciate you. Oh my gosh, these things over here. You think those things would be difficult to ship, but they're not. They're really easy to ship. I'm not mad at it. Thank you, Ruthie B. Thank you, everyone, for the bids. Purple P, yep, at $40. Congratulations and thank you. This set, it is coming to ya. All right. Now, purple, first time purchase. That is definitely the first time purchase unless you've changed your username on me. Purple, you are such a jerk. There's a window in front of me here. I'm running around here jumping. I could hear. It's because you had the volume on. I could hear it. And I was like, why? So I was already alerted. Rude. It's this crisp weather. It's got him feeling some kind of way. Purple, if you could email me before the conclusion of this sale today, I would greatly appreciate it. First time purchase. That was a good first time purchase. That's an easy one. Hey, Karen Radford, how are you doing today? Oh my gosh, Karen. Oh, I can't imagine all of the work that goes in to setting that Halloween haunt and then even more work taking. Girl. Oh, all righty. See, then I tipped them off. I shouldn't have said anything about the volume because then he's going to know to turn the volume down the next time. I appreciate you, Purple. Thank you. All right. You know, there is nothing more autumnal, there is nothing more fall, in my opinion, than amberina glass. It captures, oh, you're so funny. It captures the reds, it captures the yellows, and it blends them all together. It is like it's a deciduous tree that is, slowly dying, I guess. But anyhow, bright and uplifting today. $35 is what we're going to start the next item off at. It is a piece of Fenton. She is an earlier piece, vintage piece of glass, 70 or earlier. It is this really interesting, and again, it is in the amberina. Look at that diamond point on that one. A little bit of a pedestaled swung vase to that. Gorgeous diamond point, okay, which then does get stretched to create kind of like a really interesting optical pattern throughout the glass. Now, if you're not familiar, I can't say that all amberina glass fluoresces. This particular piece will in fact fluoresce. So again, Fenton without the Fenton mark. It's really interesting because this shape, the body down here, it is not perfectly cylindrical. It is not round. It does have like flattened sides to it to create a really interesting effect to the glass. Thank you, Janet. Thank you, Corky. Thank you, Janet. Carla is just here for the entertainment. And Carla, I hope you find some today. So a lot of the fluoresce you're going to get is, of course, in the yellows. You do, of course, have your crest, which will fluoresce for you. Again, there are no chips, there are no cracks to it. I mean, stop. This is perfectly fall. You know, the beauty of it is you can certainly use this for your floral decor. For me, the flowers like are dried florals for the fall season are beautiful, right? Maybe you have some synthetics that you want to stick in there. You can certainly do that. This measures at its height 11 inches. So it's got a good presence to it without being too over the top. It's not going to take up a whole lot of space for you. So again, 11 inches exactly at its tallest. That's to that ruffle right back here. Diamond point creates a really interesting kind of light and shadow play effect to it. So those diamond points catch that light, play it up a little bit. Look at that. Gorgeous luster to the glass, not luster, shine to the glass. We got Miss Janet at 45. Lady, I do appreciate you. Let's go ahead. Like I said, this is perfect for fall. Let's go ahead and we're going to do the countdown for you. So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Mo, agree. The Chinese lanterns in here, which is totally this color. The Pussy Willows, 100% willow branches in here. Cattails, y'all are killing it with the suggestions. Like the sky's the limit on it. There is our red apple bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Do appreciate you. We had some folks waiting to that countdown to get in on the action. All right, so Janet's holding it at 45. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Miss Joan came in at 50. Christine G came in at 55, but Janet knew. She was like, I see y'all. I see y'all. She threw in that just in case of 65. So at 56, Miss Janet, lady, congratulations and thank you. It is coming to ya. Look at that. It almost creates like a scaled appearance to it, like a wet fish scale to it. Janet's like, yeah, I don't really appreciate that perspective, but you know. All right, what are we doing next? Is that what we're doing? We're gonna do some more Fenton. Some more Fenton. Hello, Molly. How are you doing today? Molly Morgan, how are you? I agree. We're going to do more Fenton and a classic mid-century fall color, of course. It is amber glass, but it's not just any old piece of Fenton. It's not just any old amberina. No, ladies and gentlemen, we'll start it at 30. It is, in fact, say it with me, Valencia. I love this pattern of glass, this mold of glass. It's got a great geometric kind of flair to it, a little Art Deco-y with some mid-century vibes thrown into it. There's no chips, there's no cracks. Of course, there is no Fenton mark on this one, 70 or earlier. Alrighty. It is a pedestaled swung vase, small but mighty, I guess medium but mighty. You have a total height on this one at 14 and 5/8 inches. 14 and 5/8 inches on this one. Again, it is a natural color, amber glass. You can leave it out year round. It is not very obtrusive, so it's going to go into a lot of home decors without jumping out at you. But I mean, from September through November, the amber glass can be left out. And it's difficult with some colors of glass to be able to use it for so long, unless, of course, you're just a huge glass enthusiast and you're like, I'm leaving my glass out no matter what the color is year round, right? So again, it is that gorgeous Fenton Valencia. And fear not, this is not our only piece of Valencia today. No, it is not, ladies and gentlemen. We will have more, as a matter of fact, and I love it. I love getting it just because I love saying Valencia. Okay. Thank you guys for the bids. Appreciate you. Let me scroll up. I'm going to catch up with you. Miss Janet is the first 30 that I am seeing. Joan and Angela at 32. Janet, Miss Angela, Miss Jones getting in it. Janet, I see. Okay, Jill, Miss Janet, Roxanne, Janet, Joan. I'm seeing Jill, Joan, Janet, Jill, Joan, Janet. You're a band. Jill, Joan, Janet. Ladies, you could form a quartet. No, we need another one. Jill, Joan, Janet, and Jane. Jane, any Janes out there want to bid on this? Make it a. So again, it is the amber Valencia. You like it in the Valencia accent. Very good. Yes. Thank you, Cheryl. Do appreciate it. I don't know that my Valencia really sounds that well. Don't know. You'll have to let me know. I do love saying vitamin and schedule in an English accent. It's so much nicer, don't you think? Far more refined. Perhaps we should do all of our sales with an English accent. Right, pinky up, pinky up. All right, y'all. Valencia. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and do the countdown. I do appreciate you. And again, the height on this lady here, she is 14 and 5/8 inches. It is Amber Valencia. Fenton goodness. Let's do it. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. How do they say it? Aluminium. Aluminium. It's not aluminum. It's aluminium. Aluminium. Oh, and mosquito. I mean, how nasty. Like the nasty little mosquitoes, right? They all of a sudden mosquitoes become very elegant over there. They're mosquitoes. There is our popcorn bid and thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Y'all were duking it out like nobody's business. Miss Janet, she threw it down at 60. Aluminium. Aluminium. I know. Right? Where am I at? Miss Janet, congratulations and thank you yet again, lady, at $60. She's coming to you. Janet's building the collection. Did you know that Janet liked Fenton? I bet you could not guess that. Alrighty, let's do, okay, we're gonna go Polish. We're gonna do some, like I said, this is the piece that's kind of uh contemporary slash vintage. It's straddling the line, I guess. We're gonna start her off at just $25. There is an inclusion in the glass. There are no chips, there are no cracks to it. There is an inclusion to the glass. Now, this piece, it is solid and it is a thick piece of glass, y'all. Okay, look at this. And of course, you do have your single controlled bubble down here at the bottom. You can kind of see right here, this is the inclusion. Well, maybe not. See how it almost, well, it's a much darker green, almost like a speckled, so I'm unsure if that's spelter, it's ash that is in there, but it's creating that darker green pattern. You are not going to be able to remove this. It is not dirt. It is an inclusion in the glass. Okay, so full disclosure on that one. This is called Crosono. Crosono. It is a Polish glass. Crosono Polish glass. It is definitely, yes, it is definitely got a thick bottom on it. I love the simplicity of the glass. It does, I think, read a little mid-century, though I think in a contemporary home, this will go very well. Putting it with black would be absolutely stunning, but it is in that darker olive green that is very traditional, kind of to the mid-century vibe to it. You have a total height on this one at 7.5 inches, 7.5 inches, and an opening on the base at 3 and 1. Wait, yes, 3 and 1/4 opening on that. I mean, you can tell even the walls of the vase, look at how thick that glass is. It's definitely a quality piece of glass. It's got a beautiful shine to it. Again, you've no chips, no cracks, though there is some, what I'm assuming is spelter, which kind of creates a little bit of that speckling right in there. See it there? So you're not going to be able to get that one out. Okay. I think this would be great to actually contain some very short stem, large blossom flowers in here. I think that would be beautiful. Maybe you could get like maybe 4, perhaps 5 sunflowers, of course, depending on the height of the sunflower. I know the color is beautiful. I love this piece. It's very luxurious, in my opinion. Okay. So again, you are Krosono, Krosono. It is a Polish glass, no chips, no cracks. It stands 7.5 inches tall and with a mouth opening on it at 3 and 1/4. Okay. Or a margarita glass. I mean, go ahead, Jane, live your life. Okay. If we have no interest on that one, I'm going to set it to the side and we're going to keep it moving. Okay, let's branch that one out. Ooh, okay, so prime, like I said, it is one of the pillars. It is the royalty of mid-century glass. This is Viking glass. In our avocado, we're going to start her off at 35, if, of course, anybody is interested. Oops, Michael. This is the larger, not, it is the larger pedestal candy dish. Boom. Look at that. I mean, it's easy to see why, personally, I consider Viking to be one of the pillars of mid-century glass. Of course, Ellie Smith is right there along with them, though Fenton also. It is how saturated their colors are. It is referred to as avocado, but it is an absolutely gorgeous, stunning, kind of emeraldy green. There are no, thank you, Miss Pammy Whammy. There are no chips, there are no cracks to this Viking avocado green candy dish. You have a total height at 10 inches from base to the top of the finial. And you have a diameter on the bowl at 4 3/4 inches. 4 3/4 inch diameter on that one. 100% Wizard of Oz vibes to this. Let's take a look at the finial a little bit closer. Just look at that gorgeous green jewel tone. Ooh, I love this. Again, paired with your darker colors, browns and blacks, these jewel tones just sparkle and shine and give you a lot of depth, right? This you could, that green, giving you that witchy green, especially with your purples, your amethyst, give you a Halloween look. I think that the color is dark enough that it plays really well with your more traditional autumnal, like the amberina glasses. Let's just do the lids in comparison to one another. But of course, hey, Miss Jackson, I mean, come on, that's so fall, right? September through November. But guess what? You take this and then you pair that green with, of course, red, bam, now you've got Christmas. I mean, so really, technically, this bad boy, September through December. Just saying. All right. So we got Miss Joan in at 40, Miss Jackson at 45. No chips, no cracks to it. Let's take a look at the bowl. This would be great because it kind of looks like Creature from the Black Lagoon's hand. Like he's reaching up out of the water and this is the webbing and he's holding on to it. Put the eyeballs in there, right? The bones, skulls, put all of the bones in there. Again, no chips, no cracks to it. It is a Viking avocado. It measures, put that lid on there. It measures again 10 inches from base to finial and a diameter at 4 3/4 inches, which it looks way bigger than that, but I promise I did measure it twice because I was like, did I just read that wrong? Miss Jackson's holding it down at 45. Ladies, thank you for the bids. Lots of versatility on this piece. Let's do the countdown for you. So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. Golly, that green, that's gorgeous. And the yellow depression wear would go great with it, and a little bit of black. You're in like full Art Deco vibes at that point, even though it's a mid-century piece. There's our green apple bid end. Well, Miss Jackson threw in her just in case right before that bid end at 55, but at 45, lady, you didn't need it. Congratulations and thank you. It is coming to you. All right. Miss Jackson. There's so much like lidded glass today. Whenever I wiggle the table, I can hear it rattling around. All right, let's just check the email quick. I'm still here. I'm not leaving you. I promise. Oh, boys. Let's see here. No. Jules, thank you for sending in your contact information preliminarily, just in case you wanted to buy something. I do appreciate it. I'm going to check spam account to make sure there are no emails being left behind. No. I gotcha. Pink, I gotcha. Purple, purple, not pink. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Purple, thank you so much. Miss Judy, I see you sent it in also just in case. Ladies, thank you so much for throwing in those emails. I greatly appreciate it. You know, it's always one of those things where you want new people to come to your sale and to make purchases, but then you're like, is this person gonna send me? Are they gonna pay? You know, it's always an adventure here. All right, let's do it. We're gonna start this next piece off at $25 if anybody is interested. I told you there was gonna be more than one piece of Fenton Valencia. Well, guess what? Here it is. This one, it's so cute, is in the amberina. It is the pedestaled candy dish. Look at the color on this one. There are no chips. There are no cracks anywhere to it. Again, full fall vibes on that one. It is fiery. I love this. That orange, that undertone of the yellow. She is pretty. It is a sparkler. This is one where I would say, like, put one of those LED lights in there and use this as a, hey, Brad, how are you doing? Use this one as kind of like a candle holder. I mean, imagine the color coming out of this, especially like in the evening. Oh my gosh, this is so good. You don't have a fireplace, but you could have a little mini one, right? Just put that flame in there, boom, you're on. Obviously, it's going to need to be an LED, otherwise, it'll snuff it out. Stuff the fairy lights in there too, do it up. I love this piece. Look at how sparkly that glass is, how clear, shiny it is. Good quality. Go ahead, Fenton really did their thing on it. Again, it will fluoresce along the yellows around the perimeters here and a little bit in the finial, beg pardon. He's shaking it. So Miss Stephanie, Miss Pammy, Miss Janet, Angela's coming in at 30. Janet, I see you. Miss Pammy, everybody's their minds. We're all in sync. Corky, Opa, oh, poop. Angela, 40, 40, 40, 40, Corky, 45. Got it. I think, okay, Miss Susan, Miss Joan, Miss Pammy. Can you hear me shaking? I'm gonna, oh wait, but technically, okay, but then I'm not doing a very good job of keeping up with y'all. Okay, I'm caught up now. All right, let's try this again. There she is. The Valencia candy dish here, she measures a modest 7.5 inches tall, 7.5 inches tall. And of course, this is from the base to the top of the finial. Miss Rosie's saying it is an investment piece. And if anybody knows their Fenton Glass, it's Miss Rosie, okay? Whom I actually had the pleasure of randomly running into in downtown. So from base to the top of the finial, you're at 7.5 inches. The mouth opening, and keeping in mind that I did not, for a change, I actually only measured the diameter of the opening. I did not include the little points here, okay? So this is just the diameter on the opening. You have a 2 3/4 inch opening, an actual 2 3/4 opening on the candy dish, excluding any of the details here. Okay. Okay, this is getting crazy. Let's do it. Joan is getting in there, Miss Janet. All right, no chips, no cracks. She's a stunner, that is for sure. Miss Janet's holding it down at 100. Y'all, thank you so much for the bids. I do appreciate you. Show it with the green you just sold. This is what we did, yeah. So I'm just gonna do the lids. I love these two together. Viking avocado. Look at that. There's no, I mean, that says that's just it's like fall screaming at you. I know I like the shape a lot. I like the Valencia pattern a whole bunch, but like the candy dishes, it's like full on effect, right? Because you're getting it's so exaggerated, the pattern on it. Look at that fiery. It needs to be a natural light in a window or with a candle in it, personally. All right, let's do the countdown. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. Yeah, I really like you just I'm sorry, but you just cannot go wrong with this pattern. Look at that. Ooh, it got super aggressive. Y'all got me shook. Flaming heart bitten. Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. Corky. Corky, I'm not mad. It's just I'm the same way. Thank you, everyone. Hey, Betsy, how are you doing today? Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Ruthie B. Corky out there. 105. That is definitely respectable. Janet came in at 125, but Ms. Pammy Whammy, she hit no whammy and she got it. 126. Thank you so much, everyone. Congratulations and thank you, Miss Pammy. It's coming to you, lady. Get it, sister. Pammy, you got your t-shirt, right? Yeah, yes, I did put it. All right, y'all. Okay. So our next piece is she's a little okay. I've been I got this at the extravaganza and I was like, ooh, the color that I'm really missing for today's fall vibe, while I have amberina, I don't have red. I need red, right, for fall. Because some of those leaves, they just get that fiery red, and I needed that represented, and I was lacking. So I was kind of holding on to it for Christmas, but then I was like, I don't worry, I still have some really great Christmas stuff coming, specifically on the 11th on A Name Our Amy's channel from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Again, that's November 11th. It's Saturday, November 11th, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. We'll, of course, send out more reminders for you, but that'll be Christmas sale. But okay, anyhow. So we're going to start this next piece up. We are starting it off at $90. Okay. There are no chips, there are no cracks. I needed red. Now, here it is. It is Mosser. She's a gal. She is complete. As I said, there are no chips, there are no cracks. This is also an item that was not previewed. We've got for you the ruby red Mosser fairy lamp with insert. The insert is supposed to be clear. Okay, so you are seeing the original clear insert to it. So it is fully completed. Again, Mosser ruby red fairy lamp. Okay, look at that pattern on there. She's very Victorian in her appearance. She is very Victorian. Now, even when fairy lamps were like just all of the rage, and I've this is the first time I've seen this one. They did make it in a couple of different colorways, so I was like, I need red because again, that red goes great with the green for Christmas. So it is a September, in my opinion, a September through December piece. Very Victorian, all of the beadwork on it. You do have the texturing behind the paneling. Like I said, there's no chips, there's no cracks. This is also going to be great, of course, for your Valentine's Day. You do have the clear glass insert, which, oh, look, there's a piece of Scotch tape I didn't remove off of it. There are no chips, no cracks to it. And then your pedestal, your base, it has the same repeating pattern that you did see, of course, on the top. Okay. It measures, once fully assembled, you are at 7.5 inches, 7.5 inches tall. Like I say, I think that you can use it definitely for your fall. So if you kind of want to contrast it, like let's say here's your amberina, and contrast it then with your reds, it's still giving me full fall vibes to it. So if you add that Valencia in there to kind of, because I know a lot of us see green and red as Christmas, but if you put all three together, I think that you're getting that fall vibe to it. Okay. So that's kind of the color story that I was working with on that one. Again, I think the red is needed to kind of top off that fall decor. I think red is often forgotten when you talk about fall, the autumnal vibes. We think greens and browns and oranges and yellows, kind of like those mid-century burnt colors, where of course everything was like had a brown undertone. but I still think you can get some great jewel tones in there. Thank you, Miss Janet. Do appreciate it. Jules coming in at 95. I thank you both for the bids. Let's set her up again. 3 pieces, no chips or cracks to any of them. And once fully assembled, you are at 7.5 inches tall. 7.5 inches tall. But that definitely would be great for Christmas. And this is prime. That pattern, I think, is so good for Valentine's Day, 100%. But you technically do have your white and red. You just need a little blue for your patriotics, right? All right, ladies, thank you again for the bids. Let's go ahead. It is the Mosser Fairy Lamp in the ruby red with the clear glass insert. This is the actual insert to it. Thank you, Janet. Let's go ahead and do the countdown. Miss Janet's holding it at 100. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, they have one where it's like clear with purple on it, and then there's like an iridescence to it. I'm not the biggest fan of that one, but to each their own. It's just a personal preference kind of thing. I'm going to set this down so I do not damage it. Oh, there is our love letter bid, and thank you, Miss Ruth B. Ladies, thank you both for your bids. It is greatly appreciated. But to Jules at 105, lady, it is coming to you. Congratulations and thank you. 105. Can you hear it? It's just unnerving. Y'all know that glass rattling around like that. You're like, ooh. All right. So we've done Viking, we've done Fenton, but we need that third pillar. We need that third pillar to our mid-century glass, right? I don't. I think it'll sit in there. I would not recommend using it without the insert. So you can take the insert out. If you have cats or small children, I would advise against displaying it as such. But if there's only non-accident prone adults, you can display it like this. It will seat on there. It is not perfect. Okay. So the insert, I would recommend using the insert. Or you could probably Frankenstein one together, right? Okay. So we need that third and final pillar. So we do have it. Okay. We've got a piece of Ellie Smith. Now, Ellie Smith, while not the originators to this pattern has really become synonymous, I think, with Ellie Smith, though LG Wright was the actual inventor of the Moon and Stars pattern, but Ellie Smith just really brought it to life. Okay. We're going to start this next piece off at $40. I'm going to kind of give it away what it is, but it does have its original packaging. The original packaging is not wholly intact, but it is mostly there. So we've got the handcrafted by Ellie Smith. We even have our little tag here. Oops, upside down. It's just the little things. I mean, this is totally not what we're selling, but it does have its box. Okay, do you know what this is? I'm going to totally cheat. It's got its box. Oh, shoot, it said it on there. Darn it. It measures 8 inches tall when fully assembled. It is the Ellie Smith pedestal fairy lamp with the clear bottom, the avocado or just green lampshade. Okay, it does have its original box, keeping in mind that the lid is about 50% present. It's not wholly present. So you do, of course, get the box with the fairy lamp. It's Ellie Smith, Moon and Stars. Again, no chips, no cracks to this piece. Miss Angela is the first 40 that I am seeing. Okay, Beth is in it at 45. I mean, Ellie Smith, Moon and Stars. You know what I mean? It's like peanut butter and jelly. They pretty much go hand in hand. Though there were a number of other glass manufacturers that did come in. Ooh, Miss, go ahead. Okay, Miss. Miss Lori got me tongue-tied. Miss Lori is getting it in there at 65. Again, you have no chips, no cracks on that. Okay. This is clearly pictured, the original pedestal to it. So it is in a clear. Boom. But there's your green glass shade. Again, moon and stars. That's a thick piece of glass too, y'all. So you pick that up and crack, do a little aerobics with it. No. So again, there is your box. Okay. Like I said, the lid is 50% present. Like this insert and this insert are missing. Well, this one's kind of here. And then you do get the original little card. You see all the colors pictured. And then instead of having to open the box, you could clearly, it would indicate which color you were getting. It says conserve. Okay. Smith's candle powered lamps put shortages and outages in a new light. Oh, okay. During the emergencies, like sudden. Whoa. Okay. I want to start it again. Smith's candle power lamps put shortages and outages in a new light. During other emergencies, like sudden romantic impulses, I'll light a match. Ellie Smith. Stop it. I didn't make it up. I didn't write the news. Yes, I will ship to the UK. That's no problem. Honestly, shipping to the UK is cheaper than shipping to Canada, as sad as that is to say. But yes, I will ship to the UK. Um, I didn't make it up. I'm not writing the headlines. I'm just reporting them, folks. He didn't write them, just reporting them. Ellie Smith definitely was trying to set a mood with these fairy lamps. My word. Let's do it. 8 inches, no chips, no cracks. Miss Lori. Oh, I apparently missed bids. My bad, y'all. So, okay, Miss Beth, Miss Lori, and at 70, yes. Light it. They said light a match. Ooh, okay, let's do the countdown. There was no internet back then. So 8 inches tall, no chips, no cracks. Ellie Smith, Moon and Stars, Fairy Lamp. Let's do it. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. So shipping this, I'd probably get it in a 12 by 8 by 10, blah, 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 blah. This is probably, it's probably going to be about $18, 18 to $25 if you were to buy some, pardon me, something like this to ship to the UK, about $25. There is our sunshine bid end. So Miss Lori wasn't playing around. I will double check just to make sure. Yes, Miss Lori at $70. It is coming to you. Congratulations and thank you. See, now I'm paranoid seeing shadows. I'm like, congratulations, thank you, Lori. It is coming to you. Miss Lori, you know how they did this? They put the shade in on the bottom as such. And then they took this and set it on top of it because I couldn't figure out how to get the shade in there. That's how it was. Interesting. All right. Now, if you were with us yesterday on the Tuesday sale, it's a good one. It is a good one. Um, let's do this. During yesterday's sale, I kept using this as a reference point, a contrast point. So, yeah. So I'm going to bring it out here today. It is Imperial Glass. It is Imperial Red Slag Glass. So good. Again, fall vibes. I was missing the red, so I pulled in some red, but this one definitely can go really well, especially if you have mercury glass picks to put in this one, poinsettias, pines. Bam, there it is. Ooh, dude, look at that. I'm obsessed with this piece. There are no chips, there are no cracks to this. It is gorgeous. It's not marked, but it is Imperial Glass. candy cane realness. I'm going to start it off. This one I am starting off at 40, though I will tell you this. On the interior, there is like, there it is. Can you see it? That mark? Now, I took Windex and a paper towel to it, and it didn't come off. And then I was like, it's on the interior. I should be good with a magic sponge. I did try it with the magic sponge. I'm hesitant to go like super hard on it, but it's still, I don't know if they put dirt in it or what, but I do want to let you know on the interior, those black marks are there. I was not able to remove it, and I was too hesitant to really get too aggressive with it. So I do want to let you know that. Now the marks are right here. So that's on this side. I do want to let you know, you do not see that marking on the exterior at all. But full disclosure, I want you to know that those are there. See it? That ring on the interior? Okay. But again, no chips, no cracks. You do not see it on the exterior of the glass. I am obsessed with this. Look at that color. Look at how shiny and slick that glass is. Okay, yeah, like a geode, like earth surfaces. So Miss Pammy Whammy, she is in it at 40. I appreciate you, lady. Devin F coming in at 41. Could you imagine that with like pine coming out of it? Like how gorgeous is that? Miss Joan coming in at 45. It is a stunner. Okay, look at the ruffle on that. It's just, it has so much movement in the piece and that white and red. And then it does create kind of like an orange flame effect up in here. I think it's absolutely, it's just a beautiful piece of glass. You don't have to put anything in it. And the marbling really does create its own movement. And then you have that deeper burgundy red down here. Oh, it's gorgeous. Now, I'm pretty sure you do get some fluoresce. Yeah, it's minimal. My light's probably not going to pick that one up at all. But like in the orange, okay, 70s, 60s, 70s on this one. You were at 9 1/4 inches tall, 9 1/4 inches tall. And then I did take a diameter and I measured it from ruffle to ruffle. You were at 5.5 diameter on that. Okay. Shira, Shira, Shira. Okay, where are we at? What about Miss Deborah is in it at 46. Devin, I gotcha. Devin, Miss Lori in it. Miss Jones coming in on it. Jill. Oh, Miss Dempkin. She is going to find a place for this one. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for the bids. Again, I think it's super fallish, but definitely kind of Christmassy. I'm going to do it with the green so you can get your Christmas vibe on. Okay. Or like we did with the Mosser, take out that Valencia and pop it in there with that green. Bam. It's full fall vibes for you. All right. Imperial Slag Glass. No chips, no cracks. Let's do, but there is that black bar. I don't know what they did. I'm wondering if it wasn't dirt, truthfully, but then I was like, oh, I've always been able to get out dirt. So I don't know. Let's do the countdown for you. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Look at that swirl. Imagine that with black. Ooh. It's like fiery and smoky all at the same time. It's got the elements at play in it, y'all. Miss Ann coming in at 61. Got some just in cases. It's math time. Thank you, Miss Ruth the B, for that pink flower bit end. Um, so Ann 61, Devin 68, but Miss Ann threw in that just in case. Well played, lady. Thank you, everyone, for the bids. Miss Ann, lady at 69, it is coming to you, lady. Miss Ann Duncan, get it, get it. You got, oh, just to make it official, it's Miss Ann. All righty. This next piece, y'all. Ooh. The next two pieces are some of my most I think these are my favorite favorites out of the sale. This next one is a bit of a struggle to let go of because, quite frankly, I have never found a piece like this. Oh, I love it. Now, let's do a little, we'll start it at 50 if anybody is interested. There are no condition issues to this piece. Is it Fenton? I can't say with 100% certainty. Okay. Fenton did this particular kind of almost swirl in a yellow, yeah, yellow satin glass, but I don't know if they made this rose bowl, and it's a large rose bowl, y'all. This, I wish I would be able to get this. I tested it out. I don't know. Let me double check. Okay. With the silver crest on it, it is a yellow satin glass rose bowl. It is has been hand blown. Okay. Like I said, Fenton did do, I was able to find they did a lemonade pitcher and some tumblers. Now, I can't 100% say that it is Fenton. It very much reads Fenton to me. And again, in the picture, they did it. It was this pattern, this color, with the satin glass, and had a clear glass satin glass frosted handle to it. Okay, there are no chips, there are no cracks to this. It measures 5 and 1/4 inches tall, 5 and 1/4 inches tall. It is okay, Rosie. Rosie, do you think it is? Because do you know the picture I'm talking about? Like it is this pattern, and that's that Silvercrest. It's screaming Benton at me, but she's an old gal for sure. Guess what? Let's see if I can. Okay, I might be able to. It fluoresces too. Stop. Look at it glows, y'all. The glow on this is so cool because like in between the ribbing here, right? It's a little bit thinner, but then on the ribs, it's thicker. So you get, look at that. When it fluoresces, it's really the ribs that light up for you. Do you see? I know my light is so weak right now, but I'm telling you, when you get this on the, I don't think I'm gonna have enough. Yeah, my light is just okay. There you go. So it is going to give you that orange glow if you have the light on the interior, but when you put it from the exterior, just the ribs light up on it. It is so stinking cool, and that is through the entirety of the vase. Like this, this, this here is the shining star of today's sale. Okay. The bottom is up. There are no chips. There are no cracks on this piece. It is a yellow satin glass. It's getting so washed out right now. But yeah, it does fluoresce. Okay, let me catch up to y'all. Like this to me is the piece in today's sale. This is the piece that I was like, oh, should I let this go? I love this color. I'm not a huge yellow fan, but the satin glass effect to it goes really well with like your natural woody tones, like your dark walnuts, things of that nature. Okay. So Deb, Lynn, Jill, I gotcha. Miss Lori, gotcha. Deb's at 62. Miss Janet, Deb, Joan, Janet, Jill, and Joe, Joan, and Janet, Debs. Okay, we're you think, oh, if it's Mount Washington, I should have started at 80. Y'all, oh, I love, yeah, he saw it. I mean, yellow's really not, it's because, see, this is the thing. It's like as a reseller, sometimes you just find like exceptional pieces and you're like, am I ever going to be able to find that again? And I got this for a deal. Um, am I going to ever be able to find another piece like that? Because again, this is the first time in a little over 2 years of reselling that I've ever found yellow satin of this age. So yeah, it's just, but it goes so well with like, here, I will do this. This is a quick preview of something that's coming up. Do you see, like, where am I at? Whoosh. Let me turn the light on, maybe. Like, it goes so well with this vibe. Even though, Lord, Michael, even though I am not like a yellow person, it goes, look at that, with those dark woods. Oh, it's so good. It really is. I know the satin cream, so good. And it glows too. Let me straighten you all out. Just, I love it. Like the whole thing glows, but the way, because it's so much thicker here, you just get much more of like that dark orange, which is like the bittersweet glow. Do you know what I'm talking about? All right, anyhow. 5 1/4. This is a large rose bowl, 5 1/4 inches tall and a diameter. Oh gosh, look at that sunshine. Goodness. At 6 1/4. 6 1/4. Okay. This is a rare treat. I really appreciate you guys, your bids. She's a special gal. She really, truly is. 80, and then we'll catch up, and I'm going to do the countdown for you. And Miss Janet. Got okay, Debs is in it. Miss Janet. Gotcha, Debs. Miss Janet's holding it down at 100. I love this piece. I love this piece. Y'all pray for me because right now, next week, I am in a bidding war for all of us. It's like I'm just praying. I found a really good opportunity. I'm praying that I can bring all of it to you all. Wait till you, I need you all to be like, we need Michael to get these things. We need Michael to get these things. Just put it out there for me. I need your energy for next week's sale. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Rare treat, hand blown, does fluoresce. I'm sad, but I will do it. Let's do it. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, oh, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid and imagine. I love a monochromatic look. Putting short stemmed yellow roses in there and just, ooh, that would be so good. Ooh, Pat's girl coming in out of nowhere on it. All right, we got Miss Deb's holding it at 105. Miss Pat's. Oh, Miss Ann. Oh, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. I don't know what's going on. Thank you, Roxanne. I appreciate it. There is our sunshiny, our smiley face bid end. Make sure I'm gonna do this right. So Miss Lori had her bid of 130. Miss Deb, I've got you. Miss Janet, lady, congratulations and thank you. 131. Did you like? I love this piece. Get it, Miss Janet? Well, you know what? I know it's going to a good home. I know it's going to be displayed. You're going to have lots of really pretty friends. Don't worry. Congratulations and thank you, Janet. Thank you, everyone, for your bids. I love that piece. Okay, my next piece. I really like this piece too. I do. It's Hobs glass, and the pattern is called Dewdrop. It is very similar to Fenton. It's near identical, quite frankly, to Fenton. Yesterday, if you were with us on the sale, I had the milk glass compo where it has the hobnails, but they're more rounded. That is what you're going to see here. She is an antique piece of glass. I do want to let you know that there is a straw mark, a significant straw mark in this piece. There are no chips, there are no cracks to it, but there is a straw mark, okay? I didn't even price Dewdrop. Dewdrop, little Dewdrop, we're going to start you, little antique piece of glass here, at $30. If, of course, anybody is interested, there she is, okay? Look at that. You would swear it's Fenton, right? It's not. It is Hobbs glass in the dewdrop pattern. Now, I did say that there was a straw mark. you will see it right back here. I do, again, full disclosure, there is a straw mark back here. It is not a crack in the glass. Again, what happens is when molten glass is poured into a mold, they take those metal scissors to cut it. And when it cuts it, if those scissors are too cool, it actually begins to cool the glass faster than the other molten glass. That is what creates your straw marks in your glass. Just as simple as cutting that molten glass begins to cool that portion, that line. That's why you see straw marks in your glass. So again, Hobs glass, this is the dewdrop pattern. It is quite clearly a little powder dish. It does have the little nubbin feet, as does the Fenton. Though the Fenton ones have a tendency to be a little bit more pointy, the Hobs glass are a little bit more rounded than the Fenton ones, okay? I think this is beautiful, obviously, for year round, giving you true Victorian vibes. You want to see something that it looks really good with? Do you know what it looks really good with? That is it. I'm sorry, but that is so good. That is so good. Those yellows together like that. I love this piece. You can put something in it. You don't have to put anything in it. You do have, of course, that yellow banding going around the top. And then you do have that one line of yellow hobnails on the lid. I just love it. It is a simpler piece, but I think it still has such an elegance to it. You do have those hobnails, of course, along the bottom. You know, I am um, not other colors, but they do this in satin glass. So it's still the clear and the yellow, except it's has a satin glass effect. So both are Hobs. They're both in the dewdrop. It's all the same sculpts, all the same molds, but just in a satin finish. Okay, Miss Jackson, but Miss Joan, Miss Lynn, get it, get it, get it. Miss Janet's coming back in at 40. Miss Stonework, I'm gonna 50. Okay, I love it. No chips, no cracks. Look at the little hobnails. It looks like a little mace on the top of it. But we do have, of course, that straw mark back here. Okay, y'all, let's do the measurement. We are at 5.5 inches tall. 5.5 inches tall, and you have a diameter on the dish. Look at that. There's your dewdrop. You have a diameter on that at 5 inches. At 5 inches. Sorry for anybody that has the tryptophobia. My bad. Look at that. And I love the fact that they put the hobnail on the bottom because when you open it, it creates that visual interest on the interior. Okay. All right, let's do it. Miss Jones coming back in. I'm going to do the countdown for y'all. Here we go. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. Again, one of I have like zero yellow, zero yellow. But these two pieces were my favorite pieces out of the entire sale. Go figure. There's our water bid and our dewdrop bid and. Gotcha, Ruthie. That took me a second. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B, for the bid and. Thank you, everyone, for your bids. Miss Janet, lady at $60. She's a coming to you. Congratulations and thank you yet again. All right. I said today was a small sale, and I do mean it. We are down to, I know, we're down to our last two items. Though technically there's three. We're going to do a choice next, okay? We'll do a choice next. Some Brush McCoy. Brush McCoy. So we got some great antique pottery here for you. You can choose one or you can choose both. Set those to the side here. We're going to do a choice. You can choose between the planter or the figurine. You could choose both if you would like. Going to start it off at $30. Again, this will be for choice. It is the brush McCoy. Oh, you have scotch tape on. You can choose, like I said, you can choose planter. This is the planter, right? That hole is supposed to be there for your drainage. You can choose planter or you can choose figurine. They're both obviously turtles. Let's look at them. So first up is our Brush McCoy turtle planter. There are no chips, there are no cracks on him. There is like some weird like rippling in here. So I guess that is, it's deep grazing. It does not go through. Okay. That's not a Yeti. That's a Contigo. I got it at Walmart. You can get this at Walmart. It's like $10. I do have a Yeti, but it's back in Pennsylvania. I would have, the only reason I have a Yeti is because Misty Pate got it for me. Thank you, Pammy, for your bid of 30. So this is choice one. Our planter, he measures, no, hold on. Yeah, okay. He measures 3 inches at his tallest, and he has a length at 7.5 inches. That's from head to tail here, okay? The colors obviously lend itself very well to a fall vibe. Obviously, a synthetic and air plant would go very well. And here, I agree. The Francoma, that, what is it, the prairie green, this would go beautifully with it. Look at him. I've got a lot of personality. Okay, so that is choice one. Choice two is the figurine. Okay, so here's the bottom. And look at, he's so cute. I love this little figurine. Look at that. I love the simplicity of it. Oh, it's so stinking cute. So our figurine, he is at 2 1/4 inches, 2 1/4 inches. That's to the shell here at his tallest. And he has a length from tail to head at 5.5 inches. So 2 1/4 by 5.5. Either or, I think, is an amazing pick. You cannot go wrong. Again, both of them are the Brush McCoy turtles here, planter and figurine. Maybe you want to get both. I will say this, they don't stack. I mean, you can do it, but it's not secure. Okay. So maybe like some 3M putty. If you do go for both, you can kind of have them stacked, but I wouldn't just set it on there and call it a day. All right, Devin, Miss Barbara, Devin, gotcha, ladies. Thank you so much. Miss Barbara's back in it. Oh, they're duking it out. So Devin's holding it down at 35. The choice will be planter or figurine. Both, of course, are your Brush McCoy. And let's do the countdown for you. So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. Denise is coming in at 38. Thank you, lady. Do appreciate it. I'm always on the hunt for the frogs. I always forget about the turtles. So when I saw these two, I just had to snatch them up. Devin, I got your just in case of 41. And there is our turtle bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Denise, you're holding it down at 38, and you will, of course, have second pick. But Devin, at 39, you are going to get first pick. Did you want the figurine? Did you want the planter? Or would you like both? That's totally up to you. But you got, again, first pick at 39. Turtle power. Here's in a half shell. Where were we the other day? And they were playing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle theme song in the store. I was like, dude. Devin is going for both. I don't blame you. Congratulations and thank you, Devin. 39, you get you each. Let's do it. All right. Okay. Our last item of the sale. I know it's sad but true. Sad but true. It's over here. It is an antique book. It is from copyrighted 1889. It has got a beautiful cover, beautiful spine, and amazing illustrations throughout. So again, 1889. I'm going to start it at $15. Now, I do want to let you know that there is some separation. Okay. This did go fast. It did. There is some separation right here. Okay. Though I will say the pages are still in there nice and tight. I know that sounds crazy, but there is some separation here. Okay. It is the St. Christopher. Look at that. That cover is pretty epic. The St. Christopher Illustrated, 1889. Let's get you up a little bit closer. So you want to talk about something that is perfect for Valentine's Day, for your Christmas displays. Here is your spine. And of course, it's black and white illustrations throughout. You do have some separation, as I showed you. You will see that there is foxing, that is the browning, to the pages on the interior. It is history, it is short stories, it is poetry, it is prose, it is, as I said, fully illustrated throughout. The cover caught my immediate attention for obvious reasons. Y'all are saying Fenton bonus item. I don't, I could do, I could do, um, I could do an antique LG right that's like a marriage. I could do that for you as a bonus item. Thanks, guys, for the bids. Totally just like staring off into space to see if there's any bonus items I could do for you. Look at that. I love this book. Like I said, there is some foxing to it. Again, that's that browning, the discoloration of the page. But look at that. There's like also like very like um let me see if I can find one. Like funny papers kind of illustrations in here, which is really weird. I've never seen that done before. You've got steel cut images. Of course, I can't find one that won't open right to it. I'll show you that one too. Where are you at? Why did it seem like that was the only thing that I was flipping open when I'm not on camera? Oh, I'll show you that one too. I am finding some. Wow, you're gonna really be that way, aren't you? Just one. Just give me one example book. But you're not gonna do it. You okay? So this is an example. It's the first one I could find. So we're not. I'll lose that page. Let's do this. So it's got these weird illustrations in it. It's like I said, very funny paper, kind of like, or what do you call it? Comic book. Check out this one. But then you've got poetry. Love this one. Look at that. The spider webs and the sparrows. Ooh. Check out this illustration. Again, a little bit more of like the funny papers, little courting scene to it. Lynn, I got ya at 26. Sorry, y'all. Let's see what this one says with the spider webs and the sparrows. Okay, Janet, I'm seeing you come in at 30. Let me do this that way. All right, it says, oh, the world is too much with us. The world is too much with us late and soon. Getting and spending, we waste our powers. Little we see in nature that is ours. We have given our hearts away, a sordid boon. This sea that bears her bosom to the moon, the winds that will be howling at all hours, and are upgathered now like sleeping flowers. For this, for everything, we are out of time. It moves us not. Great God, I'd rather be a pagan, suckled in creed outworn, So I might, standing on this pleasant lea, have glimpses that would make me less forlorn, have sight of Proteus rising from the sea, or hear old Triton blow his weathered horn. Deep, deep. All right, Miss Janet is in it. It is the St. Christopher Illustrated from 1889. I guess I could have showed you the copyright on it. Chicago, Chicago, 1889. Let's do the countdown for you. So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up the area mountain, down the rushy glen, we dare not go a hunting for fear of little men. Dogs. Oh, Dusty coming in at the ooh, pew, pew. There is our book bid and thank you, Miss Ruth the Bee. Dusty, thank you everyone for your bids. Dusty snooker talked it. Yes, she did. At $31. Congratulations and thank you, Dusty. It is coming to you. All right, I will do this as the bonus item. It's not Fenton. Let's see. Let me grab it. Okay. So, oh, I don't have my tape measure. Hold on. Let me get it. I've got a flower frog for you. You know what? I don't want to do it because guess what? I just found out it's chipped. Well, I will do it, but I will just start it. I'm just going to start it here. Let me get you a quick measurement. We'll be there. Okay. I will start our bonus item. At $14, there is a condition issue. Now, keep in mind, I married these. I married these two together. Okay. So we're going to start it off at 14. Bloop. Okay. We've got a beautiful pattern. It's an early American pressed glass. Okay. Now, I put in a pink depression glass flower frog to it. There are no condition issues to, oh gosh, that's got a good fit on it. Holy moly, Michael. There are no condition issues to the pink depression flower frog. Okay. Boom. So then we've got this piece. It's a 3-footed pressed glass vase. Let me show you the condition. Okay. So on this one here, let me see this. There's a chip right here. Didn't notice that before. There is a chip right here. What's really interesting is that the panels that are on it. So we've got this ship sailing in the sea. Okay. We also have a fan. But we're not done because the third panel is the most interesting. Third panel, we've got our little frog here about to eat a spider. Do you see it? I love that. I mean, this is the panel that I would probably display, the frog about to eat the spider. But look at that. Yes, there is a chip to it right there, but it's still a really cool piece. I really like that. Look at all of the detailing to it. Miss Lynn, Miss Janet is in it at 30. Again, I love the diamonds on here, kind of like the studding of the piece that is repeated along the top. You've got some scroll work. It's very much an early American pressed glass. There is a chip. I don't know, quite frankly, that that would have prevented me from buying it just because the panels are so unique. Again, the frog with the spider, you've got the ship sailing the sea, and last but not least, you do have the fan. And I did put, obviously this more than likely would have came with a clear glass flower frog, but I like the pink because why not? Um, you are at 6 inches tall with the frog inserted, 6 inches tall with the frog inserted, and you do have a 5 inch diameter on that one. Now, again, there are no chips or cracks to the flower frog, excellent antique condition. The condition issue does exist right here on this one where there is a chip. Gosh darn it. All right, Lynn's at 31, Miss Janet at 35. Ladies, thank you all for the bids. And I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown for you. So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. The lady that sold this to me like was almost not going to sell it to me. She was like, "Well, I don't really know." And I was like, "You have a price tag on." Hey, Beth B, how you doing? Happy birthday, Pammy Whammy. Is it your birthday? Oh, there is our froggy bid and thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Miss Janet, girl, you got that 70 just in case 75 right in before that bid end. Oh, Roxanne. She threw in that just in case of 55. So Miss Janet, lady, well played at 56. It is coming to you. There we go. There is our sale today. Lynn, that came in right, well, a good bit after the bid end, but I do appreciate you. There's our sale today. Hope that you guys had a good time. Again, thank you for being here this afternoon. I know it was a short sale, but I still think that we had some absolutely beautiful things in today's offering. So thanks for being here. If you've made it this far into the replay, you're a trooper and I greatly appreciate it. Hope you got some laughs and got to see some beautiful things. Maybe next week you'll be able to join me live. If not, I appreciate you being here. Thank you, of course, first and foremost, to everybody that was able to join me here in today's live sale. It is greatly appreciated. A huge round of applause for the one and only Miss Ruthie B for continuously be helping me here with today's sale. I want to thank all of the mods, Miss Karen Radford, Miss Kim, Miss Karen Gillette for putting in information throughout the course of the sale. That is greatly appreciated. And again, I do want to remind you of this. There is never any one way that is ever too small in supporting the channel. Subscribing, watching the videos, leaving thumbs up and comments, all of that is very important. Being here in the chat, whether you're here to make a purchase, whether you are here to engage in community, again, it truly does help. And of course, for all of the purchases, I'm a business, and as you all know, I do this full time. So every single way in which you are able to demonstrate your support, it does help me continue to do this. And I greatly appreciate every single way. There is never any one way that is ever too small. To each of you individually, I greatly appreciate your support, and for you all as a whole as a community, I most certainly appreciate your support. Um, yeah, invoicing, it'll go out tonight, so do look for those. Thank you to those of you that have made your first purchase and sending out the contact information. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget, give me good vibes. Give me good vibes. Say, we need Michael to get this stuff. We need Michael to get this stuff. It needs to be Michael's. Keep the prices low. Keep the prices low. Don't anybody else bid. Don't anybody else bid. Okay. I think that that is about it for today. Don't forget that no, this Sunday at 8 p.m., Misty and I are going to be having a Vamp live chat that will stream here on YouTube and, of course, on Vamp, so you can watch on either platform. That's just a chat. It is not a sale. It's going to be like an hour long. We welcome you to be there with us. Of course, next Tuesday, back on Misty's channel, Thrifter Junker Vintage Hunter, we will be back for our weekly Tuesday sale at 1 p.m. And next Wednesday, I will be back here on the Cult of Vintage for another solo sale. So until Sunday, remember back here on the Cult at 8 p.m., Misty and I will be doing a chat. So we will hopefully get to see you there. And until then, you guys, I hope that you're able to stay warm, stay safe. You survived trick or treating. Now we've just got to get to Thanksgiving. All right, you guys, thank you all so much for being here. Have a great evening, a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all soon. Bye, guys.